We just got our package in from PCGS, and I'm super excited. Howdy folks, John Jones here with kandjrefining. Welcome back to the channel. We have a special event going on today, and that is our West Points are back from PCGS. Now I'm going to try to do this video with the least amount of editing as possible, and I know that there's some information inside this box. As soon as I open this up, there's going to be some things that I'm going to have to edit out. With that being said, I will be opening this box in real time as much as possible. From the point of my personal information is exposed, I will have to edit that out, but it's still going to be this box, and let's get to it. I'm super stoked. Stick around. Let's open it and see what's in it. All right, so these coins are going to be going with the rest of our 2021 collection. Looks like it's on this side. The rest of our 2021 collection that we have, 2020 collection. Usually I edit all that stuff out for you guys because I'm kind of a tongue-tied kind of person. So we do have a couple of other coins, and I'll show them to you here in a few minutes, that we've gotten through 2020. Maybe I can open this. Not quite understanding how the box is, but I go through the same issue with the quarter boxes. But anyway, this is kind of surprising. I have not seen this before. This is how our coins came back, and usually they're in a case such as this. This has other coins in there, but let's see what we have here. All right. So we got a soft box. It looks like my information's folded up in here nice and neat, so I'm not going to have to cut this out. But I will go ahead and set that to the side. Leave the lid over here. And try to have a seat without bumping this as much as possible. Okay, so these are going to be the remainder of the 2020 West Points. Now, we did already get one in at the beginning of last year, and that's going to be our American Samoa National Park, and it came back as a MS64, which these coins really didn't grade very high. You know, they were basically circulated from the beginning. The chances of getting one that was in immaculate condition was really slim to none. So I'm going to set this to the side because that's not part of this box. I'll reintroduce it later in the video. But let's go through here. It looks like we got a nice little gold shield, PCGS gold shield sticker. That's pretty cool. I haven't gotten that yet, so that's going to be something that we're going to keep. And I'll just pull my papers out of here so they don't flop out by accident. All right, let's go ahead and start right here up front. So we have the Marsh Billings. Now, we did find this one in our coin hunt there towards the end of the year. A lot of these didn't get sent in until, well, these actually didn't get sent in until the beginning of 2021. And I can see that right now, the what did we get here? We got the, where shoot, I think it's still in the folder. The Marsh Billings that we ended up finding a few days ago. Actually would have graded a little bit better, but MS62 is not bad, and it's in a slab. It's not great. One thing that kind of irritates me with PCGS, because you're paying so much for coins, you know, the interesting part about the West Point coins is the reverse side. Even it up so that it's correctly askew, or, you know, correctly aligned. This one is offset, just a little pet peeve of mine, you know, and we can also tell that the obverse side is slightly need to be tilted back also, and that would have made it a little bit better lined up. So we got this one, making sure that they all stay in frame. All right, so there's our Marsh Billings. I'm going to move the sticker out of the way. Then we have our 2021 Tallgrass Prairie National Park, which we got a MS64 on this one. I was really hoping to get a little bit higher. However, I'd like to give a shout out to Rob from Rob Finds Treasures, because this coin actually came from him. I reached out to him and at a point of his video where he was just finding a slew of them, and I was having such a hard time even seeing Tallgrass Prairie coins at that time, and asked if it would be okay if I purchased one from him. He was a little hesitant, because I know that he actually uses these for his members, and he'll use them in giveaways and stuff like that. But you know what? I got one, and I haven't seen another one in West Point, so I'm really glad that I was able to reach out to him, and he, you know, sold me one. So that was great. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, buddy. And let's move on. We have our 2020 West Point Weir Farm up next. And if I could get these out of here without hanging up on that little cardboard separator. All right, so our Weir Farm came back as a MS64. Also, this one's a lot nicer aligned. Also, the tall grass is a lot nicer aligned. So we, you know, MS64, that's pretty decent, really. You know, like I said, these coins, they basically were circulated from the beginning. They got mixed in and put in rolls. You know, they went through the chain of events that coins go through in order to end up in a roll. All right, so moving on to the very last is our Salt River Bay. And we actually got a pretty decent grade on this one. MS65, not bad at all, really. I do see that, you know, this coin right here being graded at a 64 should have at least, you know, received a 65. I'm looking at some of the blemishes that are on the Salt River, and it graded as a 65. However, this one graded slightly lower. But, you know, you take what you can get. It's all about whose hands your coins end up in, really. You know, I see, so back again, Salt River at 65 and the Tall Grass at 64. We can see right here, there was a nasty scar right in front of Washington's nose. And, you know, this one's virtually, you know, nothing wrong with it, really. But like I said, it all depends on whose hands your coins end up in. So let's reintroduce our American Samoa back in there. And then we have all 5 of the 2020 West Points, which is excellent. So these will all be going in the same case. Of course, not this soft case that we received today. I do have another one of the hard boxes, and this will go with our 2020 W proof nickel that we got, and to go with our 2020 San Francisco proof nickel that we we've gotten, as well as our pride and joy, our V75 2020 proof. American Silver, yeah, ASC proof. So, beautiful coin. Sorry about my stomach growling in the background. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. But beautiful coins. Very happy with them. You know, it's tough to it's really tough to sometimes kind of guesstimate what your coins are going to come back graded as, really, because you know it's just they're so stringent, and some of them are a little bit more stringent than others as far as the techs go over at PCGS. You know, some of them will they look more into other areas of the coin than others do, and you know some of them really do give you a really good, what you feel is a really good accurate grading. So you know, and then some of them it's not so, but they are all graded and have come back. These will be joining our other coins that we got from 2019, which we got those last year. I actually meant to put these on video and ended up not getting the footage. So it was definitely attempted to get the footage. So we have the 2019 American Memorial, 2019 San Antonio Missions, 2019 Lowell, the 2019 River of No Return, and the 2019 War in the Pacific. And I got that a little bit off. So we got those from last year. Those actually came back pretty much an expected grade. And we got a 62, a 63, and then we got 3 64s. Those coins, actually, I had found those later on. You know, a couple of them were, I got them in, even though I found them later on, I got them in time in order to get the early find designation. So that was pretty nice. And also with our 2021 ASC Type 1 that we ended up getting this year, we got the Philadelphia version of it. I did not go after the West Point or the San Francisco Mint. The Philadelphia was fine with me. I just wanted to make sure that we ended up with a Type 1 from 2021. They are about to switch the reverse to a Type 2 design. So this is the very last of the American Silver Eagle reverse Type 1 design. And if you haven't gotten one yet and you're collecting these, you may want to get one. This is the last year of it. They're gone. Will no longer be manufactured or minted. Also, one that we picked up a while back, and this was actually a find as well, that went through with a lot of coins that we sent in back in the beginning of 2019 in January, and it was an astonishing find, and I would like to show it to you guys. It has nothing to do with the ones we received today or the ones I showed you that are going in as far as sets go. Is our 1996 West Point dime. Beautiful dime. It came back as an MS68, which is really cool because we found this in circulation. This is a circulated dime, and this thing came back as a 68, which is extremely awesome. I did not expect that, seeing that it was circulated, but you know, like I said earlier, it all depends on whose hands your coins end up in. Let me go ahead and show you 4 more coins that I have just sitting in this box as a random collection. Let's go with our 1885 Morgan, and this Morgan was sent to us by a customer who was just selling the Morgan. He said he felt like it had been cleaned and he would just like to sell it for spot price. So I took a look at it. He sent it to us, and I took a look at it. And, you know, I told him, I said, hey, I don't see any signs of cleaning, which I'll actually get to this point in a minute. I don't see any signs of cleaning, but if you are wanting to sell it, I will buy it at your asking price, but it will be getting sent into PCGS. I do believe this is still a mint state coin. Well, he agreed to it. So I paid him $35. He was happy. I was happy. I sent it in, got it graded, and it came back as an MS63. Beautiful. 1885 Philly Morgan. Very nice. Also, let me go ahead. Since I brought up this, the customer thought that the coin had been cleaned. I had purchased this coin from a coin shop locally here in Fort Worth, and I'd looked at it very, very carefully before purchasing this. Luckily, I got this when the spot price of silver was down around $19 an ounce. So I picked this coin up for $21. To me, not a bad deal at all. However, I didn't see any signs of cleaning. So I went ahead and sent it in. And I sent these coins in around the same period of time. Around the same period of time. And they, you know, this one came back as the coin's genuine, but it's cleaned. Show signs of cleaning. I didn't see signs of cleaning. What I did see, though, see if I can get it to focus in on it on the reverse, is a beautiful blue into purple, kind of a pinkish tone. And a toned Morgan was something that I was wanting for my collection. And so we ended up with one. You can look at these side by side and see the difference between the two. And, you know, now that we actually put it under the scope and everything, I can definitely see where the PCGS tech was coming from in his decision of saying that the coin had been cleaned. If you look very closely up around the rim of the coin, it definitely looks like everything is wiped outwards towards the edge of the coin. So, you know, that it just happens. It really does. Let me go into our next Morgan that we sent in at the same time as that one, and we got it back AU58. Now, I really scrutinized these three, and I put this coin in the same boat as this coin, and we got an MS63. Well, we dropped down quite a few notches on this one and ended up with an about circulated grade. So, about uncirculated grade of 58. So, I mean, it just, you know, one more thing just goes to show that it really all depends on whose hands your coins end up in. The last coin that we sent with that group was our 1922 peace dollar, and this guy came back as an AU58, about uncirculated. And yes, it does show some signs of being circulated, but if we look at this coin, it is immaculate. It really should have gotten a better grade than about uncirculated. Maybe some of you can agree, maybe some of you can disagree. But AU55 and looking at this AU58, I really feel like maybe both of them should have gotten at least somewhat close to the same grade, really. 55 and 58, I feel they're really far apart from each other. You know, even though they're just under mint state condition, they're still, you know, a distance away from each other. So that is our coins that we got back from our 2020 coin hunt. And I appreciate you guys spending the day with me going through them. I was really excited. I didn't check these grades intentionally. I wanted to make sure that I was just as surprised and, you know, in the dark about the possible grades as you guys are. But you know, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm a little hurt that my Marsh Billings didn't really cut the mustard as far as getting up there with the others. You know, I would really like to see, you know, at least a 64 on this guy, but you know, you take what you can get. I do have some other coins that we've been finding throughout this coin hunt, the 2021 coin hunt, that I feel like I should probably send in and get those graded as well. You know, I have just a couple sitting aside right here, the Weir Farm. The rest of them are in the book. I have probably about maybe 20 more, not Weir Farm, but 20 more of the 2020 and 2019 West Point coins that we found throughout our coin hunts. But I may send these in, get them graded, and then maybe auction them off on a live stream. But you know what? You folks tell me what you think, and that'd be great. Leave a comment. And if you haven't already, just go down here on this bottom side, right down here, and hit that little subscribe button. You know what? Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Ring the bell. You'll get all the notifications. You'll also be entered into, you'll win one of 4 prizes. We got 3 ounces of silver and a little over a gram of placer gold that are going to go out. Those prizes will give away 1 ounce of silver at 300 subscriptions, another ounce of silver at 600 subscriptions, a 1/3 ounce of silver at 900 subscriptions, and then the grand total of 1,000 subscriptions will give away our gold. And until next time, KJ Refining.